Oh, I actually did it. So, yeah, today I learned a valuable lesson. When you make a contest called Don't Make Fire Emblem, you should probably expect people to, not make Fire Emblem. And that's the theme for today's submissions. So I'm gonna be real with you. I've never been into board games. They always felt like a downgrade compared to video games. Maybe this is because I grew up with stuff like Trivial Pursuit and Monopoly, but even the more complex skill-based stuff such as chess inspires little intrigue from me. Now with that said, this chess game made by Goinza is fire! It doesn't play any differently from normal chess, but the music is on point. Chess is the kind of game where you sit down for several minutes thinking over your next few moves. So naturally, you want the music to sound relaxing and contemplative. During my short playthrough of this game, the music helped greatly in immersing myself in the experience, and I think I played better as a result. When the game was over and I defeated the enemy team, I was left with positive vibes and a sense of satisfaction. Now, a lot of times when people try to explain what Fire Emblem is, I hear the words anime chess thrown around a lot. But with this game having been created, we now have literal anime chess. Sorry fellas, you're gonna need a new explanation now. How about Persona, but with more murder? Oh wait, that's Shin Megami Tensei. Despite Fire Emblem being called anime chess, it doesn't really have much common with chess besides being turn-based strategy. Units can move to any position on the map within their walking distance, and unlike chess, you move all your pieces at once rather than one per turn. And that's what makes this game such an impressive technical achievement. For Goinza to turn SRPG Studio into chess, he had to completely reprogram how units move, how they fight, and even how the enemy AI works. As someone who has made plugins for SRPG Studio such as weather, screen scrolling, and crowd control, I wouldn't dare touch enemy AI with a 10-foot pole. For Goinza, making the enemy AI his bitch is just his Tuesday afternoon. He even implemented castling. Like, dude, that's friggin' awesome! But anyway, that's all I gotta say about SRPG Studio Chess. Let's move on to Minesweeper. But before I do, I must ask, have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends? Oh, you have? Well, never mind then. You know what Minesweeper really needs? A port to SRPG Studio. Luckily, a certain masterclass programmer was all too happy to provide. Pike get red said Chillis. Okay, I'll just call him Pike. Pike was a guy who created online PvP for SRPG Studio. Before Pike discovered a method to connect to the internet, a lot of the community thought online PvP wasn't even possible. If that doesn't give you an idea of how nuts this guy is, I don't know what will. Now, you'd think that with such an accomplishment under his belt, Pike would give Minesweeper a much-needed online leaderboard. Instead, this leaderboard is local and gets all of its high scores from an easily modifiable text document located in the same folder as the game. It doesn't even check to see if the document has actual high scores in it. Ah, well. In any case, one of the first things I noticed about this game is that its screen is huge. Upon dabbling in the difficulty settings, I think I can see why. You see, if you choose easy, your Minesweeper board looks like this. And when you choose medium, it looks like this. Lastly, on hard, it looks like this. Now, I imagine Pike didn't want you to have to ever scroll the screen in order to see every tile on the map, so he went for the highest resolution available for SRPG Studio, so you didn't have to scroll at all. Aside from that, it's Minesweeper. When you select tiles, you can choose to either reveal them or flag them. Tiles that have a number indicate how many bombs are adjacent to that spot, and if you reveal a bomb, it's game over. This one doesn't impress me quite as much as chess did, mostly because the presentation's a tad lacking. All musical choices are from the runtime package, and unlike the real Minesweeper, which uses left-click for reveal and right-click for flag, you have to open up a menu, which adds an extra step to the process. It's not a big deal, but it could have been better. Back into the world of board games, we have Reversi. This one was made by Pike as well, and I gotta say, this one's a huge improvement. Why? Because it's got online! Not that I actually tried to see if it worked, but I assume it works. I mean, why else would he put it there? Anyway, I've never played Reversi, So upon looking at the cover art to this game, I assumed it was some variant of poker. As it turns out, it's actually the domination minigame from the Game Boy Color classic Austin Powers. Oh, behave. All you gotta do is place your white hockey pucks such that your other hockey pucks surround the enemies. Then their hockey pucks are yours. Once there's no more moves to make, whoever has the most hockey pucks is the champion. Also, can I just say I love saying hockey puck? The footage I recorded was only 2 minutes and 56 seconds. The game didn't actually start until 1 minute and 38 seconds, which means that I spent more time navigating menus and looking at tutorials than I did actually playing the game. I guess that's just what happens when your domination skills are just so shagadelic. Overall, great execution, and because it has online, I'm giving it 2 thick dicks. Man, Minesweeper just isn't my thing. Losing turn 1 like that is one of the reasons I don't like it. But I'll play the F out of Sudoku. Quick! Someone make Sudoku in SRPG Studio and submit it to the contest! I have no words. Review's over. 10 out of 10. I'll be on my way. See you guys. Okay, in all seriousness, let's do this. This game was created by Anarch16Sync. Unlike Reversi, this is a game that I actually haven't played before. The only reason why I know what I'm doing is because every Christmas I would get my grandpa a Sudoku calendar. Basically, it's a 9x9 grid, and the goal is to fill every space with a number. However, the number you put in is not allowed to match any other number in the same row or column. What's cool is that the game will let you know when you've put in an invalid number by marking the space red. Though, according to the tutorial, it will only do this for the last number you put in, not any previous ones. Now, earlier when I reviewed Chess, I mentioned how the music was absolutely fantastic, and helped further immerse me into the game. Sudoku's was not as fitting. It had, let's say, a strong reaction from me. This fucking music! What this music is telling me is that this is the most important game of Sudoku I have ever played. And if I fail, then the whole universe is going to die! The game functions as you would expect, except if you click a field, you can't back out of your action. You either need to fill the spot with a number, or choose 0 to erase whatever number was already there. It's kind of annoying, but the game works, and it gets bonus points for the lovely presentation. Sadly, because there's no online functionality, I'm gonna have to deduct points and give this a thick dick and a flaccid. So there you have it. You make a contest called Don't Make Fire Emblem, you get board games. Tune in next time when we play games such as Hide and Seek or Hangman. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I don't really know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna end it abruptly.